Hi, and welcome to Zen Barre Spark. This is a circuit class where we do 45 seconds of movement, 15 seconds to recover. We're doing 3 rounds, and each round we have 4 exercises that we go through twice. So there will be one section that we do on the mat. Have a chair handy, water definitely. Light weights are better, or we can do it with our own body weight, no weights. But we're doing higher repetition, so lighter weights is better for this particular class. So we're going to get started with a warm-up. When we get to the actual circuits, I will have my timer, but we can turn on some music if you'd like in the background. And we'll get started with our class by finding our mountain pose. Legs are hip distance apart. Take a moment to center. Press through all 4 corners of our feet as we activate the muscles in our legs, aligning our hips, our shoulders. Arms are active, gently reaching out through the crown of our head. Taking a moment to bring ourselves to our mats and to our practice. Let's let go of expectations. Let's listen to and honor our bodies and enjoy this time for ourselves. Let's inhale, arms sweep overhead. Palms come together as we bring hands together through heart center. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And as we exhale, hands to heart. You might want to turn sideways, stepping wide on our mats, turning our toes slightly out. Let's inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale down through heart center. Keep those hands together as we reach back up. As we exhale, moonflowers, elbows down towards ribs. Spine stays long. Little hinge forward. Sunflowers. Bend both knees, bend both elbows. We're going to twist to the right and to the left. Inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale down through heart center. Back up through center. Open into moonflowers. Sweep into sunflowers. Hands to heart. Twisting right. Twisting left. Let's go through a few more times. Inhale. Warming up. Upper and lower bodies. Checking in with shoulders. Checking in with hips. Checking in with knees. Checking in with our spine and low back. One last time. Maybe sinking those hips a little bit deeper. Pull those elbows down, squeeze those shoulder blades. Keep the spine long. Twisting. Inhale, both arms overhead. Exhale, let's bring our hands down through heart center as we step back in. Maybe roll the shoulders a few times. Good. We're just going to inhale, arms sweep overhead. Exhale, half forward fold. Come into a chair, reach arms overhead. Exhale, half forward fold. Into chair. All the way up. And one more time. Good. And hopefully we're warmed up. Keep moving if you feel like you need to warm up a little bit more as I go through the first 4 exercises. The first one is going to be jumping jacks. So any variation, arms can come out all the way up. We can alternate legs. We can do a full jumping jack if you'd like. Remember, 45 seconds, so pace yourself. That's the first exercise. Second one, we can do this with or without the weights. We're going to do a squat with a punch. So with or without the weights, when we squat, not a deep squat, but hips slide back, spine stays long, punch straight out. So you want to keep the shoulders down away from the ears. That's the second one. Third one is the side leg lift. So we might want to use our chair here because we're working on this outer hip. Right leg's gonna go first. Toes point forward, so one side, then we'll do the second side. The second time we go through, and then we're going to do a spinal balance flow. So your choice here, right leg, left arm, and then alternate. Or we can do both arms if we feel stable and alternating legs. So spine stays long, doesn't have to be a big lift, it can be a touch back. We don't want to move it into a low back movement. So less is better, but we're strengthening back muscles. So those are the first 4 exercises. Have your weights ready if you want to use it for the squats. And we're going to start our timer. And we're going to get ready with our jumping jacks. Starting now. 45 seconds. You go at your own pace. You can go faster or slower than I am. You can do a different variation than I am. But we're getting our heart rate up a little bit, working muscles in the upper and lower body. We're also working on balance and core as we shift from one leg to the other. And remember, you can do full jumping jack if you feel that's appropriate for you today. Keep breathing. We're always aware of our bodies and how we're feeling and adjusting our movements. 3, 2, 1. All right, squat with punches is next. So your choice to use weights here. Feet about hip distance apart. Arms or hands up. 3, 2, 1. Little squat, reach, squat, reach. So every time we reach that arm forward, we're using core muscles. Keep the shoulders down around the ears. Make sure those hips are sliding back. Just a little squat here. And we're breathing. Again, you can go faster or slower. You can do this without weights. And we are done for that round. Weights down. Let's come to our chairs for our side leg lift. Standing behind our chair, shift the weight to the left leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right leg's going to lift and lower. Nice smooth movements, moving through our full range of motion here. Keep a micro bend in that left knee. Keep the core engaged, keep the spine long. We're just gently holding onto the chair for stability. It's not supporting us. Three, 2, 1. Good. Shake that out. Still facing the chair. It's going to be right leg, left arm first. So we're going to alternate. Your choice to do both arms, alternating legs, tall spine, strong core. Here we go. So you might want to start alternating here till you feel that shift, because we're shifting our weight from one leg to the other. Check in with your low back, using both arms. A little bit more work for the back. Squeeze the glute. We're working the hamstrings and the glutes here, and also the back muscles, the lats. Keep the spine long, strengthening the erector spinae along the length of our spine. Again, go at your pace. 3, 2, 1. Good. We got 15 seconds. Keep moving. We're back to jumping jacks already. A little bit more for our heart, which is a muscle. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go jumping jacks. So when we're doing our circuits, we're working to our capacity and then resting. So intensity and then rest. And we're done. Roll your shoulders. We're back to our squat. So grab your weights if you'd like to use your weights. Good solid stance. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Squat with a punch. Again, it's a little mini squat here. Of course, you can choose to go deeper, slow it down. Oh, here we go. I messed that up. Let's keep going. Okay. Let's set that up. Taking a break for another minute or two, or second or two. Sorry, we're going to do side leg lift on the other side. So here we go. We're going to lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep the toes pointed forward, nice full movements. Little micro bend in that right knee, strong core, aligned spine. Keep those shoulders nice and upright. We're working through the hip, feeling it in the outer hip here. Three, 2, 1. Good. Take a little rest. And we have one more. We've got our spinal balance flow again. So let's start with the left leg, right arm this time. Again, alternating in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So again, we're checking in with our glutes, our back muscles, our shoulders. Your choice to lift both arms. So as we lift both arms, lift one leg, we're working on our balance. Keep breathing, steady gaze. You can always choose to tap down in the back if you're feeling this in your lower back a little bit too much. We got 10 seconds left, and then we're done with our first round of exercises. And we are done. Good. Shake that all out. Let's take a little break. Walk around a little bit, and I will go through, grab some water. I'll go through the next 4 exercises. So our first exercise is going to be a standing bicycle. So we're going to do one side at a time. So I've got my left side closer to the chair. My left leg steps back, right arm straight out or overhead. We bring left knee, right elbow together, extend. So we're kind of doing the opposite of what we just did with our spinal balance flow, working our core here. So that's the first exercise. Second one is a lunge. So we're going to step our right foot back, staying on the left side of our chair. We're going to go down, pulse, pulse, up, down, pulse, pulse, up. Good. So that's the second. Third, we're going to need our weights. We're going to do half bicep curl, open, so elbows stay. So working the back muscles, stretching out here, also working the bicep and down. So it's half, out, in, down. That's this third one we're doing. So keep those weights handy. The fourth one, we might need our chairs again for this. We're going to step our feet wide, turn our toes out. We're going to lift one heel. So we'll start with the right heel. We're going to put that micro bend, and we're going to go down and up, nice and slow. Full range of motion. Keep the spine long. Keep that right heel lifted if you can. We're going to go down and up. Making sure we keep that micro bend in the knee, and then the second time we'll do everything on the other side of the body. So those are the 4 exercises. So grab your chair, or if you're using a wall or a table, that works too. We're going to start with our standing bicycle. So I'm starting the timer, left leg back, right arm forward. And here we go. Extend and crunch. Again, you can go at your pace. You can go quicker than I am. You can go slower. Try to keep that spine as tall as you can and use those abdominal muscles. 3, 2, 1, and done. We got 15 seconds to shake that out. Staying as we are, left hand on the chair, step that right foot back, keep that right heel up. We're going to go down, pulse, pulse. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. It's down, pulse, pulse, up. Make sure that left knee stays behind the left toes. You decide how low you want to go. 3, 2, 1. Good. We'll give the lower body a little rest. Grab your weights. We've got our bicep curl. So upper arms close to the body, palms facing forward. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Half out. So you should feel that work. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Strengthening that upper back. So important for our posture. Muscles between the shoulder blades. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Four, 3, 2, 1. Weights down. Okay, you might want to put that chair in front of you. We're moving into our wide position. Toes turned out, little micro bend in the knee. Pick up that right heel. 3, 2, 1. We go down and up. So your choice to keep hands on the chair, maybe hands on hips. Remember, we're not totally straightening our leg. We're keeping that right heel up. So a little more work for this right leg right now. Spine long. You can also have your arms out. You can make an arm movement here if you'd like. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. 15 seconds. Again, staying with the chair, shake it all out. We're back to our standing bicycle. So left leg, right leg back, left arm up, holding on to the chair. Here we go. Remember, elbow and knee don't have to meet. Spine stays long now here. Again, you go at your pace. And the chair is just here for stability. We're not leaning onto it to support us. Just helping us move through the range of motion. Again, working hips, shoulders, upper and lower body. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake all that out. Roll the shoulders. 15 seconds. Short break. Left leg back. We're going into our lunge. Keep that left heel up. Spine long. 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Pulse. Pulse up. Again, if you feel really balanced today, you can take hands off the chair. But we want to go through the range of motion, strengthening this hip flexor, strengthening this right leg, and I'm feeling it in the left too. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Step out, shake out those legs, grab the weights. Our half bicep. Keep those elbows to the side. Here we go. Lift, open, close, and down. Half, out, in, down. Again, you can go faster or slower than I'm going. You can also do this with no weights. Working just the upper body here. Controlled movements though, don't let those arms swing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's put the weights down. Come behind our chairs. We've got our second position plie. So wide, toes down, left heel up, little bend in both knees. And here we go. Down and up. Keep that left heel up. Keep that spine long. Hips move straight down. So core is engaged. Tailbone is pointed straight to the mat. Your choice, hands on chair, hands on hips, maybe some movements, maybe with adding arms going a little bit slower, full of range of motion. Again, you kind of do the variation that feels right for you today. Got less than 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And we are done with 2 rounds. Shake that out, roll the shoulders. Last round. First one's going to be push-ups. So you can choose to do these against the wall, or you can do them down on the mat. We're going to do tricep push-ups. So for tricep push-ups, we're going to turn our fingers in. So as we press up and down, we're targeting the tricep, still getting the chest in the back. So that is the first one. We can do that against the wall. Like so, aiming our nose in between our hands. If we're coming down onto our mats, we're going to do the same thing. So we don't want to be aligned here. We want the hips forward, turn the fingers out. You don't have to go very low. So this would be spine stays long. We're not hanging our head down. Nice long spine. So that's the first one. Second one, we're going to do a clam. So we're going to come onto one side, knees are bent. We're going to keep our ankles together. We're just going to lift this top leg using the glutes and the outer hip. Squeeze and lower, squeeze and lower. And then obviously we'll switch and do the other side. So that's the second one. Then we're going to turn around, come onto our backs and do our glute bridge. So 2 feet on the floor if you choose, 1 foot on the floor if you'd rather do that, and we'll switch the other time. And then the last one we're going to do is a tick-tock. So staying here, you can choose to keep one hand behind your head to support it and go to one side. So we can do a tick-tock. Pull your belly in, lift and support, and then we're just going to move to one side. So we're using our obliques here And we're trying to get fingertips towards our ankle. So we can do this one side at a time and then do the other side the second round. Or if your back of your neck feels fine, keep a little tuck in the chin, lift, and we're going to tick-tock back and forth. So right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. So 2 variations. Of course, we don't have to touch our ankles, but that's the goal eventually. So those are the 4 exercises. I'll give everybody a chance, if you're coming down onto the floor, to come down onto the floor. If you're doing those push-ups against the wall, stay standing, obviously. This is our last round. Grab some quick water, or I'm going to grab some water. And we're going to get started with our push-ups, tricep push-ups. So here we go. Elbows a little bit out, spine long, and here we go. We're going to go down and up. So we're doing this for 45 seconds. Take a break if you need to. Of course, you can also do these with your knees off the floor, but we want to keep our spine long, our head in a neutral position. So we're not looking straight ahead. We're not looking down towards our belly button. We're kind of looking straight, just a little bit in front of our fingers. So we're using our back, we're using our triceps, our biceps, our chest muscles. We got 10 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Just a little stretch. And then we're going to come down to our left side. So we want to make sure we've got good alignment. Knees are bent. Hips and shoulders in alignment. 3, 2, 1. Keep the ankles together. Lift that top leg. Squeeze the glutes and come back down. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. So it's kind of a isolated movement, working the outer hip. So the gluteus medius, the gluteus minimus, and the gluteus maximus all working here. Also getting a little inner thigh work here. Three, 2, 1. Good. Let's come right back onto our backs. Bending our knees. We're into our glute bridge. So right leg is going to stay on the mat, right foot or left foot too. Decide what you want to do with the left foot. 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift and lower. If you want to come down to a hover, keeping those glutes active the entire time. We're also working the hamstrings. Press evenly through either both feet or all 4 corners of that right foot. And we're breathing. We're not holding our breath. Again, you go at your pace. But if we could do it on one leg, it's good to strengthen our bodies. Letting the muscle do the work. 3, 2, 1. Good. Maybe draw those knees into our chest for a moment. We're ready to do our tic-tac. So your choice here, left hand behind the head or both arms by our side. Little tuck in the chin. Pull the belly in. Keep that belly in. Protect the low back. We're lifting a little bit. And then we're tapping to the right, center, left, center. Remember, you can be doing just the right side, supporting the back of our head with our left hand. And feel free to put your head down, take a little break. Keep the belly engaged. That low back stays connected to the mat the whole time. We're working the abdominal muscles on the side, the obliques, and the transverse abdominis, which wrap around. Okay, we are done. Maybe do a full body stretch, roll back over. For those of you, we're back to the push-ups. So your choice to stay on the mat or get back up. Let's align, core is engaged, shoulders down away from the ears. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So you can either do quick, shallow ones or fuller, slower ones, your choice. Take a break when you need to. Check on the back of your neck, the alignment of your spine. If your wrists are bothering you, doing these on the wall is much easier on your wrists. You got 10 seconds. You can do this, maybe some quick ones to finish. 3, 2, 1. Oh, done. Good. All right, no more push-ups. Let's roll to our right side. We're back to our clamshell. Good alignment here, bending the knees. Keep that core, we're not sinking down. So core is engaged, feet stay together, we're lifting and lowering. Use the glutes. Squeeze, release, squeeze, release. For those that sit a lot, sometimes our glutes get weak, which then the next muscle group takes over, which guess what? It's our low back. So we want strong glutes. So important for our everyday movements. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, roll onto our back. A little more glute work here. With our glute bridge, left foot stays down or both feet, right leg can be up in a figure 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift, lower all the way down or lower to a hover. Your choice. And if you're doing your glute bridges one leg at a time, you can probably figure out which of your glutes is a little stronger or which side of your body is a little stronger. Three, 2, 1. Good. Maybe pull those knees into our chest. We've got our tick-tock, so bend the knees. Right hand, we're ticking to the left or both. Little tuck in the chin, pull the belly in. Here we go. Right, center, left. Or we're just doing all left. Left, center, left, center. So we're trying not to, we're not lifting up and rounding. We're using these side abs. We're crunching. It's kind of like, think of it as a side crunch. Crunch, release, crunch, release. This is our last exercise. Give it everything you've got. Remember, intensity and then rest. 3, 2, 1. And we are done. Maybe we want to bring these to chest. Maybe we'd like to do a full body stretch. Your choice here as we start. Let's cool down. So let's extend, full extension here. Reaching through the right side of our body, reaching through the left. We just worked those glutes. We just worked those obliques. Let's stretch them out. And then we're going to bring the left knee into the chest, give it a nice little hug. Maybe do some hip circles. Just gently circling in one direction and the other. Good, and extend that left leg, draw that right knee into our chest, give it a nice hug, and then do some hip circles here. Both directions. Good, and then extend that right leg, extend both arms, and then we're going to bring both knees to chest. Massaging out that low back. And then we're going to widen our knees, flex our feet. Let's go into our happy baby or dead bug. So holding on at the thighs, the shins, maybe the ankles, maybe the feet. Feel free to gently rock from side to side if that feels good on your low back. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. We're letting our heart rate come back down. Letting our muscles start to relax a little bit. We're absorbing all the work we did through our practice. Good, let's bring our knees together, draw them to our chest. As we place our feet to the mat, keep the knees bent, walk the feet wider, wide leg spinal twist here. So on an inhale, let the knees float to the right. Exhale, bring them back to center. So shoulders stay open and relaxed. This time, as we bring knees to the right, maybe we'd like to turn our head to the left, back to center, knees to the left, head turns to the right. Good. Next time, knees to the right, your choice to turn your head to the left or not. Let's stay here for 5 relaxing breaths, just letting the muscles relax, relaxing the arms, the chest, the shoulders, relaxing the hips, relaxing the low back. One more inhale, exhale. As we come back to center, just take a moment, checking our alignment of everything, and then knees to the left, head turns to the right. Again, 5 breaths as we relax the arms, the chest, the shoulders, the low back, the hips, the belly. One more inhale, exhale. Let's come back to center. Aligning our spine, let's walk our feet back. Maybe give ourselves one more hug, knees to chest. And then either keeping our knees bent with feet on the mat or extending our legs. Bringing our arms, making any final movements. Feel free to close your eyes or soften the gaze. Let's take 5 to 10 relaxing, centering breaths. Nice full inhalations and exhalations as we release our muscles, relax our minds, and let it all go. So feel free to stay here for a few more moments if you choose. But when we're ready, we're going to bend our knees. Maybe roll our shoulders a few times, turn our head from side to side, just gently waking up our muscles a little bit so we can roll to our side and come up to a seated position on our mats. Let's take a nice inhalation, arms sweeping overhead. As we exhale, hands come down through our center. Inhale, arms sweep up. And exhale, just recentering for our day, drawing all our energy together. Thank you for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.